Have you ever watched a movie and wondered about the legal aspects of the storyline? If you are a movie buff, a legal professional, or just someone who's curious about the law, we got something for you. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to find out. Stay tuned.
Very good morning to all of you and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. As we all know, from Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. in the morning, we come up with the Hindu analysis. Today is 28th March and we are here with the Hindu analysis of 28th March. So if I'm audible, just write in the comments, yes sir, you're audible. Let's start. Aaj Tuesday hai. Today is Tuesday, 28th March and we are here with the Hindu analysis of 28th March. So important articles, we will be discussing about it. The first is this: Supreme Court issues notice to Gujarat, central government in Bill case, Bano case. Then PPF, that is PPF and Sukanya Samridi Yojana interest rate hike unlikely. मतलब chances कम है कि बढ़ेगा. SC gives not for UP civic posts with OBC quota. So these three are actually important things we will be discussing it. एक यहाँ पर भी we will be discussing it, page number 14, about one Namibian cheetah which was brought last year actually died. So I hope you are aware of that. So let's discuss. Okay. Pala Supreme Court issues notice to Gujarat, central government to Bill case, Bano case. See, I hope you all are aware what exactly is Bill case, Bano case. So it was an incident which happened during the 2002 riots where actually 11 men were found guilty. So they have been convicted, means proven guilty in a court of law. And last year, I think on 15th August last year, so the Gujarat government gave them remission. Remission matlab hota hai to reduce sentence. To reduce sentence. So there is a provision to reduce the sentence of a person. So and they were released, and because of which this was challenged in the Supreme Court, and now Supreme Court has issued notice to the central and Gujarat government and all. So because there are a lot of rules when things will come, or maybe in the legal faculty will be teaching you in detail about this. Okay. So about this Bill case, Bano case. Okay, so just have an idea about it. Now, it is premature release of 11 men sentenced to life for this incident in Bill case, Bano case and all. So Justice K.M. Joseph and B.B. Nagaratna will be listening to this, and they said whether the state followed uniform standards while granting early remission to 11 men. Uniform standard means ki one standard should be applied in every cases, right? So if there is a remission case or any other case, there should be uniform policy for everyone. Now, one of the advocates had talked about that the remission should have been given by the Maharashtra government and not Gujarat government. See why? Because the incident happened in Gujarat, but it was transferred. The case was transferred to Maharashtra. An entire case was actually done in Maharashtra, though. So that is why the lawyer said that it should be the Maharashtra government who should be giving remission and not Gujarat government. So let's see. So let's wait for that. Then there's an article on the first page: PPF Sukanya Samridi interest rate hike unlikely. So unlikely means less chances, and less chances of increase in interest rates. So I hope you all are aware of PPF, Public Provident Fund. So similarly, there is a concept called as Sukanya Samridi Yojana. This is very, very important. See, Sukanya Samridi Yojana is actually a scheme for girl child. Sukanya Samridi Yojana is to open bank account of girl child. Okay? This is what the Sukanya Samridi Yojana is, to open the bank account of girl child, so that once she become adult, with the help of interest and all, the savings will be so much that money will be beneficial for her education and marriage. That is what the idea is. Okay, Sukanya Samridi Yojana. So go and read about it in detail. What is the minimum age or maximum age to open the account? How much money should be put and all. So that is called as. So this is actually the part of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Andolan or Beti Bachao Beti Padhao campaign, which was started in January 2015. Okay, so Girl Child Prosperity Account is a government account that backs saving scheme targeted for the parents and all. Okay, so go and read about it. This is slightly important. Sukanya Samridi Yojana kai baar news mein aata hai. So you should have an idea about that. Now on the first page, there was an article: Supreme Court gives nod for UP civic posts with OBC quota. What is the meaning of nod? Nod means saying yes. Okay. Now UP civic polls means the local body polls, right? So in Uttar Pradesh, see what happened was actually in last year December, if you see the news of last year December, the Allahabad High Court, the state high court of Uttar Pradesh, had actually banned or prohibited OBC quota. Sans is a French word which means without. Okay. High Court asked Uttar Pradesh to hold urban body polls without OBC quota. So this was actually in the news. And these are the news. Allahabad High Court allows ULB, urban local body polls. We have discussed it in the paid session. What is urban local body? In short, you can understand. This is a third tier government, right? In the city level, like we have something called as municipal commissioner, ward councillor, mayor and all. So these are actually comes under ULB, urban local bodies, right? So this is the news of December last year that Allahabad High Court allowed ULB polls in Uttar Pradesh without OBC reservation. So this was appealed by the government. I mean, this was appealed in Supreme Court, and Supreme Court in January stayed the Allahabad High Court order. Okay. Then right now the Supreme Court has passed an order that yes, with the help of OBC quota, there can be OBC quota in the local body polls in UP elections. Okay. In the local UP elections. Is it clear? So the Supreme Court gave the go ahead to conduct civic elections in UP with seats reserved for backward classes. Okay. The ruling came after the state local bodies dedicated backward class commission completed its detailed survey and all. And the apex court here means apex court is the word used for Supreme Court. So just have an idea about that. Said that the Allahabad High Court ruling to hold elections without reservation now remains subsumed. Yani khatam ho gaya. So this actually order was overturned by Supreme Court, you can say. Okay. Is it clear? Till now everything is crystal clear, guys? Okay. Yes. Okay, before that, there's a question. Can you tell me the urban local body is now constitutional? I mean, has constitutional backing with which constitutional amendment? I have taught this in paid classes. Which constitutional amendment? Anyone? कौन से constitutional amendment के बाद urban local bodies को एक constitutional body माना जाएगा? I mean, it has constitutional backing. I hope you are aware of 73rd and 74th amendment. So 74th amendment 1992 is deals with urban local bodies, है ना? And 73rd deals with panchayati raj institution or panchayat level and all. Okay, so just have an idea about that. Now, CLAT 2024 comprehensive course, we are having the exam is in December, so you must go for this course. Hardly 8-9 months is left, so you should go for this course. 300 plus recorded videos. We are providing 300 plus hours of live session. 35 mock test is there. If you have query, call on this number 9538895678 पर call कर सकते हो. ठीक है? Okay. Let's start. नहीं, तेजु तेजस्वनी. 73rd is for village level. We are talking about urban local bodies. In that case, that would be 74th, है ना? तो ठीक है. हाँ, 1992 में हुआ था. Now let's talk about these things. Nepal, a crucible of fragile coalitions. Fragile, you understand? Weak, कमजोर, है ना? Okay. Now let's talk about it. The author is talking about the internal politics of Nepal. Now generally internal politics of Nepal is not very important for you, but I will be giving some basic idea about it. Who is the person in power, who is the leader of opposition and all. These basic things you should be knowing it. But before that, there's a question for you. Who is the current president of Nepal? Your options are Vidya Devi Bhandari, Pushp Kumar Dahal, KP Sharma Oli, Ram Chandra Paudel. What is the right answer? Your time starts now. And everyone please press the like button. We are seeing 9 likes, 21 is watching. So सबको like button press कर दो. Current president of Nepal. What is the right answer? Okay, so actually many of you might be knowing it is Vidya Devi Bhandari, but now recently the change actually happened and the right answer is option D or option 4, Ram Chandra Paudel. So D is the right answer to this question. Amulya Raj is right. So D is the right answer. I'm asking the president of Nepal. Okay. Pushp Kumar Dahal, someone is writing, he is the prime minister of Nepal. Okay. And we are asking the president. So D is the right answer. Yes, Zoya Khan, Amulya Raj, Sania Ansari. If you see it carefully, on 13th March, hardly 15 days back, a new president of Nepal has been actually is there. Okay. So that is why you must be aware of it. as Nepal elects Ram Chandra Podel as the president, a look at how he rose to the power. 10th March की news है, so you must be knowing it. This is important. ठीक है? Okay. Now, here in this article, he is talking about the politics regarding the internal politics of Nepal. In a short span of time since being in power in December, Nepal Prime Minister Mr. Pushp Kumar Dahal Prachand, Supremo of Maoist Center MC, has to face a vote of confidence on January 10 and again on March 20. Though it would be unusual, it is not unexpected, having been the state of disarray and all. In November, the hang elections have happened. The Gopale first, you should see this. He is the current Prime Minister of Nepal, Mr. Pushp Kumar Dahal, also known as Prachand. Okay. And he assumed the office last year on 26th December. So hardly 3 months back. And this is the name of his political party. Although he has written Maoist Center, but it is not clear. This is the name of political party. Communist Party of Nepal Maoist Center. So this is the complete name. Communist Party of Nepal Maoist Center. Okay. Now similarly, this is the opposition leader. His name is Mr. KP Sharma Oli, leader of opposition, you can say. And his political party name is Communist Party of Nepal UML, Unified Marxist Leninist. Communist Party of Nepal UML. Okay. So these are CPM, CPN, UML and CPN MC. So CPN MC is in power right now. Okay. So that is what he is saying. He has to face the floor test and all, because last year in November when election happened, there was a hung assembly. Hung parliament, you understand? Hung parliament means no one got majority. No one got majority. Whether in alliance or in single party, no one got majority. So that's called as hung parliament. Okay. But yes, after that, sometimes post poll or after election, the alliance happened to form the government and all. That is what it happens and all. Okay. So you have a basic idea about it. He was supposed to go the vote of confidence. Vote of confidence means the elections happen in the parliament. The voting happens in parliament to prove his or her majority. That's called as vote of confidence. है ना? He had to go twice in January and March and all. That is what he is talking about. ठीक है, एक basic idea मिल गया. Now he has gone very much in detail, है ना? NC led 5-party ruling alliance with the aim of checking rise of KP Sharma Oli and all UML. ठीक है. So now he has gone very much in detail about the politics of Nepal, internal politics, and that is not important for you. And from exam point of view, I have explained the basic things, and that is more than enough. Okay? Yes. Okay. Now let's talk about an article on the side which is talking about the Taiwan is facing pressure as China's relation with US deteriorates. Now, first of all, before moving on, there's a question for you. Who among the following leader of USA visited Taiwan last year in September, which was very much in the news? Your options are Joe Biden, the US President, Kamala Harris, Vice President, Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of House of Representatives, and Nikki Haley. Your time starts now. And this is a very easy question, so I hope you all can answer it very easily. क्या सही जवाब? What is the right answer? Anyone? Yes, Nancy Pelosi. She is the right answer to this question. You must be knowing it. Nancy Pelosi, Taiwan visit touched a nerve in Beijing. So she is actually she was at that time Speaker of House of Representative. House of Representative is the lower house of US Congress. US Congress means US Parliament. So it means like you can understand like similar to Lok Sabha in India. House of Representative of USA is like similar to Lok Sabha in India. So Nancy Pelosi's Taiwan visit and all. Okay, so just have an idea. C is the right answer. Yes, Pragati, Pratham, Sani Ansari, all right. C is the right answer to this question. Okay, so by formally establishing diplomatic relation with China on March 26, Honduras has joined a growing list of countries that have recently switched recognition from TP to Beijing. Now, in yesterday's class, we have discussed it, yes or no, that Honduras, which is a country in North America continent, established ties. Ties means relationship or diplomatic relationship. Diplomatic relationship in below to Taiwan. Why? See, let me show you on the map first. So here is China, here is US, here you will find Honduras. Okay. So if a country recognizes Taiwan, actually I hope you are aware, this is actually history, very famous history, that China is called as PRC, People's Republic of China, and Taiwan is actually called as ROC, Republic of China. Okay. So if a country recognizes China officially, then of course, it does not recognize Taiwan. There is a history. We are not going in detail about that. So there's a conflict, a past conflict between China and Taiwan. And because of which, if you recognize one country, you are not supposed actually to recognize the other one and all. So even India also recognized China, you can see in 1950. And although India unofficial has some relation with China and Taiwan, but yes, we have recognized China. Okay. Only said that could be recognized as China, and that the Thailand of Taiwan was a part of Chinese territory. Okay. So generally, China believes that the Taiwan is a part of Chinese territory and all. I hope you are aware. It's a very famous facts and all. So once the Honduras actually recognized China, actually it has a setback to Taiwan, because Taiwan and China is having conflicting relationship and all. So that is what you should be knowing. And इसी की बात करें, Taiwan now has only 12 countries besides the Vatican which it has diplomatic ties. So Taiwan has official ties with only 12 nations. Okay. Because it is not recognized by many nations. Almost all the nations except 12 do not recognize it, and that is why they do not have diplomatic relations with them. Okay. Okay, so these are the countries and all. Foreign Minister of China is Mr. King Gang, who signed the communique with the Honduran counterpart and all. So I hope you are aware. You can see it here. He is the Foreign Minister of China with Honduras counterpart. So that is what you should be knowing it. Now let's talk about it. That is what is being talked about here. So the switch by Honduras as well as Taiwan's concern about shrinking international space and all in a sector and all, that is what is being talked about. देखो, Taipei is actually the capital of Taiwan. So whenever they are writing Taipei, they are referring to Taiwan, and Beijing means they are referring to China. ठीक है? तो एक basic idea बता दिया. That is how this is. Bad news for actually Taiwan. This China-Honduras relationship and all. ठीक है? इसको आप पढ़ लेना. Just read it है ना. Now let's talk about another article on the second half. This helicopter program cannot go into tailspin. Now what is tailspin? Tailspin is actually considered as a sort of an accident in the field of airline industry, airline or helicopter. So tail se ghum jana. So that's called as tailspin. So when the plane moves like this or a helicopter moves like this in the accident or in the air, that's called as tailspin, which is actually an accident, a sort of an accident, and it is considered as very bad. So now he is actually quoting ALH Dhruv helicopter, advanced light helicopter, touch and low. Actually recently he's talking about two accidents of Dhruv helicopter in March 8, 2023, which actually happened in the Mumbai. So this was actually the incident. ALH Dhruv fleet operation halted due to Navy accident. So this actually the helicopter, and this is, you can see, the 11th March news. So one incident happened in the March. Actually that is what he is talking about. He's a former naval aviator, commander and experimental test pilot. So he's, you can say, a foreign Navy officer and all, you can say. Na? Now, this is the first accident involving Indian Navy's ALH fleet since intensive flying and trial unit and all. Now, so this another incident he's talking about. The second incident happened in Kochi, Kerala as well. देखो यहाँ पे दिखाते हैं. He must have written. यहाँ पे लिखा है ना. At Kochi International Airport on 26th March, another incident happened at Kochi International Airport. Soon after takeoff from the Coast Guard base. Takeoff means takeoff के बाद. So you can see Coast Guard ALH helicopter makes forced landing in Kerala's Kochi. देखो 26 March news. You can see this is the photo of it. तो एक तो ये 26 मार्च का है और एक ये 11 मार्च का. So in these two incident, I mean these are actually very close near incident. I mean one in 11 March, 10th 11 March, another is 26. So within the gap of 15-20 days, we have seen two incidents and all of the Dhruv helicopter. So that is what he is talking in detail about it. Now you are, from exam point of view, since Dhruv helicopter is in the news, you should have an idea things associated with Dhruv helicopter. Now the first question is, Dhruv has been manufactured by whom? DRDO, HAL, ISRO, BHAL. Your time starts now. Now this type of similar question was asked in CLAT 2020, that which company of India makes the jets and all, है ना? इस तरह question आ चुका है, and the answer to that question was also the same. That is HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So B is the right answer, or 2 is the right answer to this question. ठीक है? Hindustan Aeronautics Limited actually makes this or manufactures this Dhruv helicopter. Now there's a homework. Go and find out. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is headquartered in which place? that is the homework. Yes. The right answer is B. Yes, Sania Ansari, Amolya, Raj, Priya Chavan, you are right. B is the right answer to this question. Yes, good, very good. Okay, let's move on further. So, what caused a brand new helicopter with less than 600 hours of flight to force land into the sea is now under investigation. Now, so these are actually the brand new, not very old helicopters. These are new ones. And what is the reason why these things are happening are actually under investigation. And once the investigation is complete, we will get to know. If one correlates the Indian Navy statement with available footage, it is evident that the ditching went off well and all. So, इसमें अब detail में जा रहे हैं. He's going in detail. It is not important from your exam point of view to go in detail about it, है ना? Yes, Bangalore में Hindustan Aeronautics Limited का headquarter. Very good, Amolya Raj. Good. So headquarter of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is in Bangalore. Good. The Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard suspended their ALH, means वही advanced light helicopter operations, means the Safe Durv helicopter and all talking about. ठीक है? Okay. Yes. So that is what is being talked about here. The crash at Kochi happened at a time when the service had just begun and all. तो इसी को detail में जाने, इतना detail अब जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है? Just have an idea about it. Globally, most air accidents, over 80% are account on action of human error. Now, this is an important thing. Whenever air accident happen, air accident means plane or helicopter crash. In 80% of the cases, it is human error. And in 20% cases, you can say it's the machine or some other error. However, some failures are one too many and untenable for certified helicopter and all. अब इसमें देखना है. Let's read. I should not be commenting whether it's a human error or actually a technical error. Just wait for it, है ना? That is what he is talking about. Okay. Yes, Dhruv helicopter has been made by whom? It has been made by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So it's the idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? Or make in India. Yes, है ना? Atmanirbhar Bharat means self-sufficient India. Means we should try our best to manufacture most of the products in our own country rather than importing it. है ना? So targets no side can afford to lose focus on safety. Yes, he's saying yes, we are focusing on Atmanirbhar Bharat or make in India helicopters and jets and all. But we have to ensure that safety should not be compromised. Okay? So even if we are making in India, we should ensure that. Hai na? 2 accidents in 3 weeks does not augur well for any side and all. So he's saying in 3 weeks, if 2 incidents have happened, it is not very good and all. That is what he's talking about. Okay. Now side में एक article थी golden fist. Now fist मतलब मुक्का, right? So basically golden fist they are referring to actually boxing. है ना? Because in boxing championship, Indian women boxers have performed very good with their gold haul and all. So he's talking about in 2006, 4 gold medals were won by MC Maricom, Sarita Devi, Casey, Lekha, RL, Jenny in the Delhi World Championship to make an emphatic statement and all. And now also recently also we have seen 4 gold medals, है ना? Golden Girls, Neetu Gangas, 48 kg category, Nikhat Zareen, 50 kg, Novlina Borgohen, 75 kg, and Sweetie Bura, 81 kg had different accomplishment. So go and find out these 4 actually won in which category, what are the awards they have got, and from which states they belong to. States they belong to. Because sometimes I have seen ki in exam they ask ki this Lovelina Borgohen belongs to which state. Sometimes these types of questions are being asked. Okay? So just have an idea about that. Okay, yes. Now let's move on to the opinion page. Page number 9, there was an article, a shared G20 vision for the oceans common. Okay? So that is what you should be knowing it. Now, I hope you are aware that G20 is going to happen in India. Everyone knows it and all. Now, he is actually talking about oceans and all. So, oceans, so the G20 country together account for 45% of world coastline. Okay. So, I hope you are aware the red nations are actually the G20 members. So, all these boundaries, so these are actually those nations which are having G20 nation having the actually coastlines, and if you see it carefully, these are the boundaries and all. Okay. So 45% of the coastlines are actually the part of G20. It means almost half, you can say. And that is what they're talking about. And over 21% of exclusive economic zone. The oceans are reservoir of global biodiversity, critical regulator, global weather and all. So he's saying yes, oceans are reservoir for these things. Biodiversity, weather, climate, etc. and all. And there is a concept given called as blue economy. Blue economy means economy based on oceans. And it can be many things. ब्लू इकोनॉमी में क्या क्या हो सकता है? A lot of things can be there, and especially like fish production, the entire fish production, the sale and purchase of fish production, marine animals, है ना? In fact, from actually you find from the oceans you find what we call in Hindi as moti. I don't know the English word, so we find different types of actually jewelries from there actually, and many other things. So blue economy concept is a separate statement, I mean concept, है ना, given for this. Then Government of India has launched, yes, there were 2 questions in CLAT 2023 came from here. This exam happened in 18 December last year. Yes. And here are the 2 questions from here. The first is, they're talking about the Sagarmala initiative. Yes, there was a question. I think in 2023 or 2022, they asked this question. Sagarmala initiative or port-led development. So it's an initiative to promote port-led development in India. The second what is actually is here. Let me show you. A question और आया था, deep ocean mission से, it must be mentioning here. I have read it. Okay, let me explain. Yes, deep ocean mission. Under this, there is a mission called as Samudrayan project. Samudrayan project. Are you aware of this? If you see the previous year question, either it was asked in 2022 or 2023. Please check it. Okay. So these 2 questions were asked, है ना? So PM Matsya Sampada Yojana. So now, if you know the Hindi, Matsya means fish. So this PM Matsya Sampada Yojana is for related with fish production. Okay, is it clear? So PM Matsya Sampada Yojana is actually to promote fish production, to promote blue economy or blue revolution in India. The next is deep ocean mission, is Samudrayan mission, to actually find out, go deep inside the water and find out about the important minerals and all. I have taught these things in the paid classes. So those who are my paid batch student must be aware of it. Bharatmala mein pucha tha. Yes, Bharatmala and Sagarmala are 2 similar type of actually schemes. Bharatmala is related with highways, Sagarmala is related with port-led development. So similar questions have been asked in CLAT. Okay. So paid classes, I have discussed about the deep ocean mission, the Samudrayan mission. I had discussed it. India has got the permission to extract polymetallic nodules from Indian Ocean. These things we have discussed. Okay. India adopted coastal regulation zone notification to classify in better managed coastal region and all. And on World Environment Day, which is on 5th June, and in 2018 it was conducted by India. India was the host of World Environment Day 2018. Okay. In 2022, the global community rallied together for a multilateral treaty on addressing plastic pollution and all. In the same year, the plastic waste management rule actually was amended and single-use plastic was banned. SUP, single-use plastic. You understand? There's a concept of single-use plastic. Not all plastic are single-use. Single-use plastic means the plastic you use once and then throw it. These are called as single-use plastics, and these are considered as very dangerous for environment. Okay. So that is why you should be knowing it. Okay. Okay. Yes. From this position of strength, as part of India's G20 presidency, the blue economy is articulated as a key priority area. Yes. Because in G20, almost 45% coastline of the world is covered. Covered by G20 nations. So it means blue economy will be playing a very important role in G20. Yes. And that is what he is talking about. Then PM Modi has given the concept of lifestyle for the environment. इसको पढ़िएगा आप जाके. Please go and read it after the class is over. Life, or what we call it as lifestyle for environment, and what is the meaning of it. Okay, so it's written on the MyGov website. 21-day challenge. Just search it, lifestyle for environment, and you will get to know more about it. Yes, everyone, please press the like button. सबको like button press करते जाओ. Yes, share this video and subscribe to the channel. नीचे subscribe का button दिया है. Please subscribe to that as well. Okay. Over the last decade, the G20 forum has discussed some specific ocean-related issues. They include G20 action plan on marine litter and all. So the famous G20 schemes, or plan, our G20 action plan on marine litter, Osaka Blue Ocean Vision. Osaka Blue Ocean Vision. So Osaka is actually a country, a city in Japan. So there's a in the name of that, and a Coral Research Development Accelerator platform and all is there. Then last year, holistic discussion on blue economy were initiated at Ocean 20 launch in Bali. So last year in Bali, Indonesia, G20 summit happened. I hope you are aware of this. And in that, this was discussed. India's commitment to prioritizing oceans and blue economy under this presidency would ensure continued discussion and all. So that is what is being talked about. Now, the spirit of one earth, one family, one future. This is the motto of G20 summit, which is happening in India. In Sanskrit, we call it as Vasudev Kutumbakam. We have discussed it, Vasudev Kutumbakam. Okay, so just have an idea about that. Now, on the same opinion page, नीचे में एक article थी, second half, what explains India's poor COVID-19 booster coverage? Booster coverage means third dose. So I hope you are aware, when the COVID-19 was there, so many people took first and second dose of COVID vaccine. And later on, in fact, in last year in January, this was available. The third dose was available, but no one took it. In fact, health workers choose not to get the booster dose, hints at complacency. So a big section of even health workers did not take the third dose. Health workers means those who are frontline workers involved in doctors, nurses and all. So they also did not take the booster dose and all. So you can see it here. This is the map, the graph. So first dose, this much people. Second dose, this much people. And the third dose, very few people have taken. Third dose started in last year, January. Because since last year, January, we are not seeing a lot of actually COVID cases. So perhaps people are not so serious about it. So this is the third dose. Very few people have taken. Especially the older people have taken. Okay? So you can see it here. As far as third dose is concerned, these nations, the developing nations, Japan, Wales, England, Taiwan, they are taking it. But South Africa, Philippines, Pakistan, India, they are not. I mean, these people are not taking third dose vaccine a lot. Okay? So just have an idea about this. Then if you see it carefully, those who are aged actually people are taking more, okay, these types of third dose and all. The youngsters population are not taking the third dose and all. In the last 24 hours, we have seen the rise in COVID cases and all. That is what they are talking about. I hope you are aware. There have been a slight increase in COVID cases, but yes, there is nothing to panic about it. Panic nahi karna. So that is why they are talking about the third dose and all. Okay. Okay. Yes, that is what they are talking about. So they are saying we have taken the 2 vaccine shots, I mean more than 1 year back. So maybe the efficacy might have been reduced and all. जो कितना पहले लिया है तो शायद efficacy कम होगी would have been weighed by now. So whether we should take the third vaccine or third dose or not, that is what they think they're talking about. Now the disqualification conundrum. So basically this is talking about the disqualification of Rahul Gandhi from being the Lok Sabha MP from Wayanad. Okay. Now, the entire concept we have discussed it in yesterday's class. So just go to YouTube and search BYJU'S CLAT The Hindu 27th March, and you will get this. Okay. This the Hindu analysis for CLAT 2024 27th March. Here you will be in editorial section. I have discussed it in detail about the Rahul Gandhi's disqualification, Representation of People's Act 1951, constitutional amendment and constitution and all. We have discussed it in detail. Okay. Then Nepal on high alert as India says Samritpal crossed the border. Delhi has informed Kathmandu that the absconding pro-Khalistan group leader would be trying to escape through the neighboring country and all. Nepal police sends a team to border crossing areas. So I hope you are aware. So Amritpal was actually somewhere in Punjab, and it is said that perhaps he has gone somewhere to Nepal and all. These are the news which are coming in. So that is why Indian government has informed the Nepal also, be careful. If you will find, please actually give it to us and all. So in response to a special statement and all. That is what the Indian embassy in Kathmandu informed the Nepal foreign ministry in this regard. Okay. Okay. Now, yes, the Bihar government is conducting a caste survey, caste census. See, so the politicians from Bihar, Nitish Kumar and Tejasvi Yadav, they actually had demanded caste census, caste-based census for the upcoming, let's say, 2022 census. I mean, 2021. So it is supposed to happen every 10 years, 2001, then 2011, then 2021. Every 10 years, the census happened. The 2021 census is yet to happen, got disturbed by COVID and all. So the caste census, they have demanded, many politicians, to find out which percentage of caste is how much percentage of caste is there in country and all. But at least at the state level, the Bihar government is conducting the state level caste-based census. How many percentage of caste is there and all. So there are both the aspects, the positive side and negative side of it. This will help us get to know how many percentage of which caste is there. The second thing is the criticism is that it will lead to more caste-based polarization and all. So there are both the aspects. We are not going in detail. So just have an idea about that. Now there's a question for you. Which High Court is in the news to use ChatGPT in bail order? This is a very important news because of course it is related with the legal field and all. Your options are Madras High Court, Punjab and Haryana High Court, Bombay High Court and Patna High Court. Your time starts now. ChatGPT in bail order. Bataiye. ChatGPT is very much in the news, artificial intelligence network and all. I hope you are aware of that. So the right answer to this question is, waiting for the answers guys. Fatafat answer karo. The right answer is Punjab and Haryana High Court. So B, option B or option 2 is the right answer to this question. High Court seeks ChatGPT's response on bail plea order. Hai na? So in the first of its kind actually, so in a first, Punjab and Haryana High Court turns to ChatGPT for view on bail order in murder case. Hai na? Yes, the right answer is B. Amulya Raj and Pratyush Shukla is right. Good. Sania Ansari, you all are right. Aham Raj, you all are right. Okay. So, pata hona chahiye. Go and find out what is the full form of GPT. GPT ka full form find out karo. And there is another homework. Go and find out that ChatGPT has been made by which company or which company has manufactured it. और मैन्युफैक्चरर का नाम बताइए, है ना. मैन्युफैक्चरर कह रहे हैं, डेवलपर would be the appropriate word to use, है ना. डेवलपर ऑफ चैट जीपीटी. What is the full form of GPT? Which company is the developer of chat GPT? It's a homework. ठीक है, go and find out and after the class is over write it in the comment. नीचे comment section में लिख देना. Okay. Then on page number 14 there was an article, student to get new textbook from NCERT after a gap of 20 years. So there will be new textbook on NCERT and under National Education Policy 2020. So I hope you are aware, National Education Policy 2020 was revealed by the government. So it will be actually under the light of that NCERT books will be available. Yes, Open AI here, right? Yes, Aham, Pratyush, Aham Raj, you are right, Open AI. नहीं प्रत्युष, ChatGPT did not kill someone. एक मर्डर केस था, उसको सॉल्व करने में, मतलब कि बेल ऑर्डर कैसे डिसाइड किया जाए, फॉर दैट एक्चुअली इट्स देयर. ठीक है. वर्ल्ड वाइड व्यू ऑन बेल ऑर्डर व्हेन द असॉल्ट वाज लेस्ड विद क्रुएल्टी. सो व्हाट इज द एंटायर वर्ल्ड्स व्यू ओपिनियन. ठीक है. सो द ChatGPT विल बी हेल्पफुल कि इन अदर कंट्रीज हाउ द बेल इज बीइंग गिवन. सो इफ यू आस्क इन ChatGPT दे विल एक्सप्लेन कि लेट्स से in case of USA what is the punishment in different states, in case of UK what is the punishment and all. That is how, I mean, they will be explaining. Okay. Okay, now cheetah dies of kidney ailment in Kuno Palpur National Park. I hope you are aware, this is in Madhya Pradesh, and last year it was very much in the news because we had actually brought cheetahs. I think somewhere around 8 cheetahs were brought from Namibia to Kuno Palpur National Park. Kuno Palpur National Park in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. So I hope you are aware of this. Yes, huh. So one of them actually, Sasha, one of the cheetahs brought from Namibia, died of a kidney ailment. So a top forest official, she is a female cheetah, okay, 4.5 years of age, and 8 were brought, and she was one of them. So brought from Namibia, you must be knowing it, and it is in Kuno Palpur National Park, which some maybe asked in exam, it is in which state. So the answer is Madhya Pradesh. Okay. So just have an idea about that. Now, this is a very, very important news at international level. Please go and read about it. Under pressure from protesters, Netanyahu is actually, Benjamin Netanyahu is the PM of Israel, to delay judicial overhaul. It means actually there are a lot of protests happening in Israel. You won't believe, a lot of actually strikes are also happening. There are allegations that perhaps the government or the Benjamin Netanyahu-led government is actually reducing the power of judiciary and all. Judicial overhaul is happening. And that is why a lot of protests have happened, and he has decided not to delay the judicial overhaul. Israel protest thousands rise up after Netanyahu sacks defense minister. In fact, recently he has fired or sacked or removed the defense minister also. For not supporting him and all, and that is why you must be knowing it. A lot of protests is happening. Please go and read it. Israel basic law is there. Instead of constitution, there is a basic law. This question was asked in CLAT 2020. Okay? If you see the CLAT 2020 paper, you will get to know that there was a question on Israel's basic law. Okay? So go and read about it. You will be surprised to know that a former judge of Supreme Court from India is also there in Israel to support the judges of Israel. Justice L. Nageshwar Rao. So he is, I think, the Justice L. Nageshwar Rao attends demonstration discussion about Israel's judicial reform. Says judges have ensured India is safe. He was also a part of demonstration in Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, है ना, against Israel's judicial reform. Okay, so he's actually the former judge from India, and these are actually, if you read it in Bar and Bench article, you will get to know these are actually judges from different nations. The former Supreme Court judge of, let's say, Canada, Poland, and all. So these are actually going there to support the cause of judiciary in Israel. Okay, and that is why it is very much in the news. So I would suggest you to please read. If there will be an editorial, hopefully in future there will be an editorial on this. So whenever editorial will be there, I will be explaining it because I think it is an important news. So please go and read about Israel protest. Just search on this on Google and you will get to know the reasons behind it, the judicial overhaul and all, and you must have a basic idea about this. And if you see the photos, here it is former Supreme Court judge of Canada, India, Ireland, so these are actually the judges here. These are actually the law professors from different countries are there, attending a demonstration in Jerusalem on March 25. Okay. So that is what is being talked about here. The former judge also addressed an emergency conference in Israel titled "No Other Democracy in the World." So this is actually the conference they were actually a part of that. Okay. So just have an idea about this. Okay, so this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Please press the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.